Bok bok beware, little chickadees. Today's tale will scramble your sense of self and leave you wondering who you really are. Buckle up for a body-hopping horror with a killer twist. Welcome to the coop. Now let's get cracking. The first time it happened, Evelyn thought she was dreaming. She sat up in bed, a small, creaky twin mattress, in a room she didn't recognize. The wallpaper was a faded floral yellow. The air smelled of mildew and Vicks Vaporub. She looked down and gasped. Her hands, they weren't hers. Wrinkled, bony fingers curled in confusion. She stumbled to a mirror and stared into the face of a woman who had to be at least 80. Jesus Christ, she whispered, her voice raspy, foreign. That night, it came. A shadow in the hallway. A figure in black, face obscured by a hood, boots squeaking against linoleum. The old woman's body moved slowly. Evelyn panicked, tried to run, but her joints screamed. The killer walked calmly, purposefully. She made it to the back door. It was locked. By the time she fumbled with the deadbolt, a hand grabbed her shoulder. A knife slid deep into her back. The last thing she saw was her own blood pooling across white tile. Then, Evelyn awoke gasping. She was young again, but not herself. She was in a high-rise apartment now, sleek and modern, overlooking the city skyline. Her skin was tan, her nails freshly painted. Her phone vibrated on the nightstand. Morning, babe. She didn't know the sender. Panic gripped her chest. She ran to the bathroom mirror. Different face again. Late 20s. Fit. Attractive. What the hell is happening to me? Evelyn tested the limits of this new body. The strength in her arms. The speed of her reflexes. She lasted longer this time. When night came and the lights flickered, she was already holding a kitchen knife, hiding in a closet. But the killer, he always knew. He whispered her name. Not the name of the body she was in, her name. Evelyn. The closet door flung open. She screamed. Steel flashed. Blood painted the clothes hanging around her. Death came again. The third morning, Evelyn woke up in a teenage boy's body, then a middle-aged teacher, then a gas station clerk, then a homeless woman, then a pregnant mother. Each day, she was someone new. Each night, she died. It didn't matter how fast she ran, how hard she fought, or how many times she tried to warn others. The killer always came, always found her, and no matter what form she wore, he knew her. Every single time, he called her name with the same sick affection. Evelyn. She tried to write things down, but each new body had no access to the previous one's notes. She tried to scream to the world, but who would believe a screaming, panicked stranger claiming their soul was trapped in another's body? One morning, she woke up in the body of a therapist. And for the first time, she thought, maybe this is my chance. She spent the day researching dissociation, metaphysics, quantum soul theory, anything that could explain what was happening. She kept the office locked, stayed on alert. When night fell, she prepared. Security cameras, locked doors, even a gun. The killer still came. He disabled the cameras, picked the locks, dodged the bullets. When he knelt beside her dying body, he whispered, "Almost figured it out, didn't you?" Then the blade sank in. On day 42, Evelyn woke up in her original body. She screamed, this time in relief. Her hands were hers, her freckles, her voice. She was in her apartment, exactly where she left it 6 weeks ago. But something was wrong. There was a knock at the door, a knock she knew too well. She grabbed a pan from the kitchen and peeked out the peephole. No one there. She turned, and he was inside. Same black clothes, same hooded face, same calm approach. But she was ready. She threw the pan, missed, ran, screamed. This time, she was faster. She jumped out her window onto the fire escape, landed hard, sprained her ankle, limped down 2 stories. She screamed for help until lights came on in the building. Neighbors opened their windows. The killer didn't follow. He stood at the window, watching. Then he smiled and vanished. From that day forward, the body switching resumed. Every morning, a new host. Every night, another death. But now she had one day, her own body, every 43rd morning. And in that sliver of time, she kept a journal, hid weapons, planted clues. She mapped where she woke up, tracked who she'd become, tried to leave warnings for those bodies. Most ignored her. Some thought they were dreaming. A few believed. One, a teenage girl named Layla, even managed to wound the killer. The pattern began to shift. The killer began to speak more. You're starting to remember, aren't you? Do you remember me yet, Evelyn? Do you know why this is happening? One morning, Evelyn woke up in a psychiatric ward. The nurses called her Ms. Langston. There was a file beside the bed. Evelyn Langston, 32, committed after a psychotic break following a house fire. She'd never heard of this. She asked for the mirror. This face was a composite, a mix between herself and a stranger. The doctor arrived. He was kind, too kind. You've made progress, he said. Evelyn asked, do you know who I really am? He smiled. Of course, Evelyn. I know exactly who you are. That night, he was the killer. It came back to her in fragments. The fire, her husband, the betrayal. He had tried to kill her, burned down their house when she discovered his secrets, dark rituals, obsession with soul manipulation. He failed to kill her, but succeeded in damning her. The killer was him, her husband, Mark. He transferred his soul into another body, and another, and another. Like her, they were stuck in an endless game. She, the hunted. He, the hunter. Why? Because in one of those bodies, in one of them, she had locked away his true name, the key to ending it all. He couldn't kill her until he found it. The next time she woke up in her original body, Evelyn didn't run. She waited, knife in hand, lights off. Calm. When the killer arrived, she lunged first. She stabbed him in the thigh. He fell, shocked. You're learning. He grinned through bloodied teeth. Yes, she said, and I remember now. She pulled from her pocket a crumpled paper with a name on it. Erasmus Hint, Mark's birth name before he changed it. The killer screamed. His body convulsed. Shadow poured from his mouth like black mist. He disintegrated into ash and smoke. The curse broke. Evelyn woke up in her own bed, in her own body. No switches, no confusion, just peace. She waited for nightfall. No footsteps, no killer. She was free, but somewhere, someone new might have picked up the journal she left behind in one of the other lives. Because evil doesn't die, it migrates. And across town, A woman woke up in someone else's body. She screamed. The cycle had found a new host. That's all for today's twisted tale, my little chicklets. If you enjoyed this shell-shocking horror story, don't forget to peck that like button, claw at that subscribe, and leave a bloody feather in the comments below. And remember,